from the CBS 4 studios, this is CBS 4 at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm John Purvis. Clouds are moving into the borderland. You're taking a live look at the control tower at El Paso International Airport on the east side of town, where it's also hot. So let's turn things over to forecaster Nasaya Mancini in our Forewarned Weather Center to let you know what to expect from the weather this evening.
Hey John, hot indeed, officially topping out at 105 actually here in El Paso today. Let's go ahead and take a look at those current conditions outside. So folks, Starlight Event Center camera showing about 96, so we are starting to cool off just a little bit. Gustier winds though upwards of 15 miles per hour, 100, that's closer to central El Paso. Go ahead, take a look. Again, we got that weather warn all the way in effect until those early morning hours around 6 a.m. come tomorrow for that heat. Again, we did top out at 105 today. We are cooling off just a little bit, but still expected to be in those triple digits tomorrow. Again, it's going to be staying in effect all the way until Saturday at 6 a.m. That heat advisory, that's for El Paso and also Huntsville County. 101 right now in El Paso and 101 over in Las Cruces. Gustier winds upwards of that 15 mile per hour mark over in El Paso. We'll talk about those triple digits that we're expected for tomorrow. I'll have that for you. It's coming up.
Two high school students in Las Cruces are accused of bringing guns to school, sparking outrage among parents. And today we learned one of the guns may have been stolen. CBS 4 at 5:30's Jacqueline Quinones is in Las Cruces, where she spoke with concerned parents and the detective leading the investigation.
Well, as parents were picking up their kids from school today from Oregon Mountain High School, they tell me that they're feeling a little on the edge. Here's what some parents had to say.
Absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. You see school shootings over the news and on social media all the time, and I am absolutely terrified to send my kids to school.
Scared. I mean, wondering if my child was in school and she had no idea what was going on.
Detective Carlos Carrillo with the Las Cruces Police Department says that two 15-year-old students were in possession of two firearms on campus. One of the firearms was reported stolen. Investigators say the school was placed on lockdown and the students are facing charges related to this incident. As to whether the parents of those students involved will face charges under New Mexico law, Detective Carrillo says he believes the parents were unaware that their children had possession of the firearms.
So at this time, charges, of course, it could always change if more information comes in, but at this time it does not look like the parents will be charged because they did not have knowledge of their possession.
According to Carrillo, this is still an ongoing investigation, and he tells me that the police department is doing everything to keep the students at this school and every other school in the district safe. This is still an ongoing investigation. We'll keep you updated on air and online. Reporting in Las Cruces for one last time, Jacqueline Quinones.
In Washington today, El Paso Congresswoman Veronica Escobar introduced a bill aimed at enhancing public safety. Escobar, who says she was inspired by the August 3rd tragedy, emphasized that the Active Shooter Alert Act would provide vital support to local law enforcement agencies by improving emergency communications nationwide. The legislation would establish a coordinator within the U.S. Department of Justice who would implement an alert system similar to Amber Alerts, enabling swift communication during active shooter situations. President Biden and Vice President Harris sent heartfelt letters to the El Paso community honoring the victims of the tragic 2019 Walmart mass shooting. In their messages on the eve of the tragedy's 5th anniversary, they offered condolences to the families of the 23 people killed by a racist gunman and commended the community for turning its grief into action against gun violence. The letters also highlighted the administration's commitment to reducing gun violence through both legislative and executive actions. The Democratic National Committee says Vice President Kamala Harris has officially secured enough delegates to be the party's presidential nominee. The Harris campaign live streamed the moment during virtual voting when Democratic delegates put her over the top with 2,350 votes. The vice president called in to thank her supporters.
This is truly a people-powered campaign. And I would not be on this call right now and with you all were it not for your support and your trust.
The fact that we can say today, just one day after we open voting, that the vice president has crossed the majority threshold and will officially be our nominee next week, folks, that is simply outstanding.
The DNC says it'll still hold a state-by-state roll call during the Democratic National Convention later this month, but that will only be ceremonial. The Harris campaign announced earlier that it had raised $310 million last month, more than double what the Trump campaign raised in July. Harris is expected to interview VP candidates over the weekend and announce her running mate by Monday. Still ahead, we'll let you know about a program in El Paso that can help people who otherwise couldn't afford it buy a new home. But first, we'll give you a closer look at Socorro ISD's new sports complex, SAC-2, and what it has to offer beyond athletics. Next on CBS 4 at 5:30 on your side.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Get the 2024 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy. One of 6 Nissan vehicles starting under $30,000.
At Spectrum, we know that internet is a vital tool to help you fulfill your dreams.
My dream is to become a video game developer.
My dream is to get my online college degree. That's why Spectrum designed affordable internet and mobile offers to keep you connected.
Get Spectrum Internet starting at $24.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-855-600-2795 or scan to call.
Call now.
It's Toyota's national sales event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddleboarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a new 2024 Tacoma SR5 for $299 a month for 36 months. Offer ends September 3rd.
Come in today. Ooh, like.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tonight, Colbert's got Keanu Reeves.
Whoa.
Tonight on the Emmy-nominated Late Show.
The Socorro School District's brand new sports complex officially opened its doors today. The district held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for its Student Activities Complex 2, just in time for the 2024-25 school year. Socorro ISD showed off the new facility, which the acting superintendent says was much needed.
We were kind of outgrowing our previous facility just with the one stadium, not just for athletics, but really for all of our students, all the community. We also have, our CTE students will be able to run the games, the audio-visual teams. They're going to be a part of this.
SAC-2 became a reality thanks to the 2017 voter-approved bond. It houses an athletic field, locker rooms, and office space for both athletics and fine arts. One lucky El Pasoan closed on his first home today thanks to a local agency. El Paso's Public Housing Authority, known as HOME, celebrated the milestone reached by its Family Self-Sufficiency Program. It allows home buyers to use the agency's Housing Choice vouchers to finally close on a new home.
I was waiting for I've been 20 years in housing, but it's like a 10 years process. I'm waiting for 10 years. I'm just gonna say thank you again, and this is my dream come true. I like it, I love it, and I'm gonna keep going and do what I need to do.
Home says the FSS program is designed to support participants in increasing their earned income to help them reduce their dependency on public assistance.
The job market is slowing down, but one sector is making a big push for more employees. I'm Bradley Blackburn, and I'll tell you what it is.
And folks, we'll talk a little bit about that weather warning that we have in effect all the way until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll talk about just how hot we got today. I'll have that for it coming up next on CBS 4 at 5:30 on your side.
From Sunday drives around town to road trips across the country, take your summer adventures to new distances with a GECU auto loan. Getting a new or used auto with GECU gives you access to affordable payments, flexible terms, and new memories. Don't let an unforgettable summer pass you by. Get pre-approved for a GECU auto loan now.
Download the updated CBS 4 News app and get news, weather, and traffic at your fingertips.
Today, saw a good amount of rainfall right in there.
Update the app in the App Store or Google Play. Turn on push notifications for weather and news.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Insurance companies care about protecting their profits, not you.
Wainwright Injury Lawyers care about getting you all the money you deserve.
Make the right call to Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
You need Wainwright Injury Lawyers now.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Drive too fast, and someday you'll see the light.
License and insurance, please.
Speeding can cost you time, money, and hassle. It's just not worth it.
Tonight, Colbert's got Keanu Reeves.
Whoa!
Tonight on the Emmy-nominated Late Show.
Brought to you by your complete bathroom remodeler, Rebath.
She's inquisitive.
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on CBS 4 at 2.
This is my last day anchoring here at CBS 4, but before I head off into retirement, I hope you'll catch my final special report tonight at 10. I focused this week on my hometown of Roswell because over the course of my 44-year TV career, I've seen Roswell transform from a farm and ranch town into an international tourist destination because of something called the Roswell incident that allegedly involved a UFO crash with alien life on board. While it remains a mystery, I'll explore why Roswell still resonates around the world tonight on CBS 4 at 10. The U.S. job market has been red hot in recent years, but things now appear to be cooling off significantly. CBS reporter Bradley Blackburn gives us a closer look at the nation's latest unemployment report.
The healthcare industry brought on 55,000 workers last month, and construction sites continue to see more jobs. But many other industries, including tech, are seeing hiring slow down. The Labor Department says the economy added 114,000 jobs in July, a drop from the previous 2 months. The unemployment rate jumped from 4.1 to 4.3%. That news and other economic data sparked a major sell-off on Wall Street. The Dow dropped more than 600 points. The Nasdaq fell more than 400.
This is a significant slowdown from what we thought was going to happen.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says many investors are now questioning the Federal Reserve's decision Wednesday to not cut interest rates, which could boost the economy.
It may mean that the September meeting, a meeting where everyone was sort of thinking 0.25 percentage point would be the first rate cut, maybe we'll see 0.5 point. We don't know.
Even though it may be harder to get a job in certain industries, there is one sector on a hiring spree. Schools nationwide are trying to hire more teachers with the new academic year quickly approaching. The jobs fair in Lake County, Florida, near Orlando, look to fill more than 100 positions. Schools in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, outside Philadelphia, need more bus drivers.
There is a nationwide shortage. We here at Upper Darby are not exempt from that.
The district is offering incentives, including free training for a commercial driver's license.
So we really try to make it kind of a one-stop shop to make it as appealing as possible.
They hope it's appealing enough to get more drivers behind the wheel. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Applying for a job and never hearing back after an interview can be frustrating. LinkedIn asked more than 1,000 hiring managers why they didn't bring a candidate in for an interview, and the most common answer is that the candidate didn't have the right skills. Other issues included significant delays in the candidate's response to calls and emails, along with frequent job changes. LinkedIn career expert Catherine Fisher shared the top 5 things hiring managers are looking for once you land the interview on CBS Mornings.
They're looking for someone who comes prepared, who has really good questions, has done their homework on the company, and is really able to sell themselves in terms of why they're the best fit for the role. Demonstrate that you've been out there learning, because skills, as we know, are changing so rapidly that you're always out there trying to learn the newest thing and keeping yourself really fresh with those skills.
Fisher also recommends including the skills the company is looking for in your LinkedIn profile and resume, and be prepared to explain how you use those skills to deliver results. Nasaya will let you know if the weather will cooperate with your weekend plans, coming up in 30 seconds.
Just $298 for this 6-piece queen bedroom, just $988. Pay with your tax return or take advantage of great financing options regardless of your credit. $20 seals the deal. National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
Hey folks, well, we got that weather warning in effect all the way until Saturday at 6 a.m. Officially topping out at 105 here in El Paso today. Again, there's that heat advisory in effect until those early morning hours tomorrow for El Paso and Hudspeth. Still expecting to be in the triple digits tomorrow, although we're not going to be 105, so we're going to be a little bit cooler, expecting 102 here in El Paso. Go ahead, take a look at radar and clouds. Looking fairly clear tonight, although there is a slight chance to see some rain, but it's about a 5 to 10%. 101 right now in Las Cruces and in El Paso. Take a look, a little bit of gusty conditions, especially over in Cruces at 16 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour here in El Paso. As we head into the rest of those evening hours, winds are still going to remain a little bit breezy and gusty at times. High pressure system, folks, still sticking with us, pushing into the weekend. That's going to cause our temperatures to still be in the triple digits as we go into Saturday. 99 around 6 p.m., so we will be cooling off just a little bit. Eventually going to be in those 80s as we go throughout those early morning hours, and eventually overnight lows are going to drop all the way down to the 70s. So 77 going to be your overnight low here in El Paso. Looking at partly cloudy conditions, we just saw a little bit gusty winds. They're coming out of the east, still going to stick with us heading through those morning hours. 72 over in Las Cruces. What we got coming up the next couple of days is chances of rain. Not really showing too much for Saturday, but pushing into Sunday, about a 10% chance. Take a look at that forecast for the ball game. 101 for first pitch, going to be cooling off to 93 as we go throughout the rest of those evening hours. So we got 102 Saturday and 102 Sunday. Again, a slight chance for rain Sunday, triple digits on Monday. Las Cruces looking pretty similar as we go throughout the weekend. We're still looking partly cloudy, starting to clear up as far as skies go on Monday and Monday, and Las Cruces dropping all the way down to 97. We'll talk a little bit more about what we're expected for the rest of the week. I'll have that for you. It's coming up.
All right, coming up in Sports Locals, looking for some added help on the offensive end. While their most recent signing is new to El Paso, he's very familiar to one member of the club. We'll talk about it right after the break.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Fargo is the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo.
Oh, come on.
Fargo lets you do this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card. I found it. I found my card.
And also this.
Fargo, turn on my debit card.
Do you, Fargo? You can with Wells Fargo.
We're the Dupasses, and we are proud IDEA parents. It's been fantastic. I'm not sure that there are enough words in the vocabulary to describe it. Was not a reader when she came into kindergarten, and now she's even reading above level. She's reading huge words, and she teaches us things that we didn't know that she was even capable of doing. Coming to IDEA, I wanted to explore and see what the possibilities were, and so IDEA has met me at that point and then far exceeded my expectations.
Hi, Jerry Slaughter with Mission Chevrolet. And at Mission Chevrolet, we have a state-of-the-art service and parts department where we take great pride in our service after the sale. Come see us for your next service visit and see why at Mission Chevrolet, it's always all about you.
In 10, 20, or even 30 years from now, you might not recall the exact day or what you were wearing when you decided to go for it. But you will remember quite vividly that moment when your dreams came true. And for those dreams that haven't come true yet, we're here to help. Share your dreams with us and imagine the things we'll do together.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh. Life with ear ringing sounded like a constant train whistle I couldn't escape.
Then I started taking lipoflavonoid. With 60 years of clinical experience, it's the #1 doctor-recommended brand for ear ringing. And now I'm finally free. Take back control with lipoflavonoid.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So money.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
This is the Wind Supply of El Paso Sports Desk.
Well, tomorrow the Locomotive will look to break this streak without a win that has now grown to over a month. And when they do it, they'll have help from a very familiar face to head coach Wilmer Cabrera. The club announcing today the signing of his son, Andy Cabrera, the forward who was most recently playing in Germany, has played for his dad in the past at RGV, leading the Toros in goals in 2023. And scoring, well, it's been an issue for this team. So we'll see if this is the boost they need against Memphis 901 FC tomorrow. On the baseball field, the Chihuahuas picked up a win against a former World Series champ on the mound last night. Tonight, they're back hoping to try and keep that wind in their sails. It's game 4 against the Dodgers, and the Dogs, well, they need to start stacking wins fast if they can remain relevant in this playoff prediction conversation. First pitch tonight at 6:35. And a high school season for football, less than a month until the start of the year now. But today, a commitment out of Centennial High. Zayden Davis, a quarterback and linebacker for the Hawks, announced via X today that he's staying home and headed to New Mexico State. Davis threw for over 500 yards in split duty last year while rushing for another 800, helping his squad to an undefeated district record in 2023. And in Paris, Katie Ledecky was back in the pool on this Friday after winning gold in the 1500 meter yesterday. Today, she finished first in her heat for the 800 meter, booking her spot into the final and a final chance at another gold medal in Paris. If she's able to get the gold, it will tie her with Larissa Latinina of the former Soviet Union for the most golds ever by a female Olympian at 9. And we've got a number of minors in the Olympics this year, some set to get going over the weekend. Toby Amusan will run the 100-meter hurdles alongside Greta Karakis, Sean Bailey and Javon Powell in the 400-meter dash. Naisha Berger is running the 200-meter dash, and Ayana Stavern is part of Canada's 4x4 relay team, with Samantha Hall also competing in discus for Jamaica. So things starting to heat up. Track and field now underway at the Olympics, which of course a lot of people have heavy interest in when the Olympics come around. Sha'Carri Richardson is also qualified into the final for the 100-meter dash after her performance today. So a lot still going on in Paris, and we're excited to see it.
We'll watch it this weekend. Nasiah has your weather forecast for the next week, straight ahead on CBS 4 at 5:30.
The border's in crisis, and everyone knows it. So why is Gabe Vasquez making it worse? Vasquez voted against Remain in Mexico. He attacked law enforcement and voted against new money for police. Vasquez even voted to allow illegal immigrants to be housed in our kids' schools. Gabe Vasquez's liberal policies have made the border crisis worse and our community less safe. Call Gabe Vasquez. Tell him to do his job and reinstate Remain in Mexico.
It's freezing in here.
The air conditioning company just installed the refrigerated air.
The air conditioning company?
That's really their name.
Was it expensive?
I was able to get it for nothing down and low monthly payments. I could probably still afford that ring.
A ring? So the air conditioning company.
Hi, I'm Rick with the air conditioning company. Act down, save $2,500 when you purchase refrigerated air. The air conditioning company, you'll love our company.
I spent 45 years in law enforcement, working along the border. Once it gets into your blood, it just stays there. I've seen how hard Gabe Vasquez works to protect us from crime and cartels. On the Las Cruces City Council, Gabe got millions in new funding for local police. In Congress, Gabe worked with both parties on a plan to hire 20,000 new border agents. Now he's introduced a bill to secure the border and crack down on cartels. Gabe Vasquez is protecting my family and yours.
Denver Mattress has always believed in investing right here.
with American-made mattresses, built with unrivaled quality, and sold at factory direct prices. Because improving your sleep life should always be easy and affordable. And during the anniversary 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Get up to $300 off our Doctor's Choice lineup, or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
$13,000 off on a new Silverado pickup at Rudolph Chevrolet.
Hey folks, welcome back. We're taking a look at those current temperatures. 100 here in El Paso, actually warmer over in Las Cruces at 101. Get this, El Paso topped out at 105 today for our high. We're not going to be that warm tomorrow, although we are going to be still pretty hot. 102 for your Saturday. Looking at partly cloudy conditions, slight chance of rain on Sunday. Pushing into next week, we'll see a little bit of a cool down in those upper 90s and kind of bounce back and forth between the upper 90s and the triple digits. Breezy conditions come next Tuesday, and you guessed it, chances for rain coming back next Friday.
So you're saying it's going to be hot.
It's going to be hot.
Thank you for watching CBS 4 at 5:30. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Fun's now $1.99 at Sonic with creamy queso wraps and more. Take that, they. The Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Get the 2024 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy. One of 6 Nissan vehicles starting under $30,000.
With Wells Fargo Premier, a team can help you plan for your dreams. So your dream car and vacation home may be closer than you think. Ready to meet the dream team? You can with Wells Fargo.
Compassionate, personalized, high-quality healthcare has a new name, El Paso Emergency Room. No wait times, private patient rooms, and board-certified doctors providing care 24 hours a day. New name, same commitment to our community, El Paso Emergency Room.
You have cancer. Sure wasn't expecting that. Not with these two. But my team at Texas Oncology has been right there for me. They said my family is a huge part of my treatment plan. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Right here is where I want to be. I'll see you in the morning.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, Ford.
Right now, qualified buyers get 3.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2024 Tundra. Offer ends September 3rd.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free? Watch CBS 4 at noon. Find out what the weather is like with your CBS 4 Warn weather forecast.
And we're going to see those hot temperatures again today. So, of course, you want to make sure you're following those hot weather safety tips. Wear plenty of sunscreen, UV index above a 10.
Get caught up with the biggest stories during your lunch break. And join us for our special live broadcasts.
I also want to give you a better look at this with our CBS 4 Eye in the Sky. But the homeowner told me he started to hear rumbling.
CBS 4 at noon, on your side.
I love the business from the start. I did discover that you find a place you love and you cover the stories in that community, that's what's satisfying. And so that brought me back here because I really did want to come back to El Paso. It's where I'm most comfortable. It is where I consider home. Really enjoyed my career, and it's been an honor delivering the news to El Paso and the borderland. Just the fact that multiple generations watch me deliver the news, I'm grateful for that.
Follow us on X at CBS4 Local on your side.